Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Fit Rockstar, and I'm with the beautiful, sensational, very short, she's 4'11", 109 pounds, Erika Dankova. No, she's not really 4'11". How tall are you, Erika?
Hey guys, I'm 5'11".
5'11"?
Yes, 5'11".
Oh my God. How'd you get so tall?
But right now I'm about 6'5" with these heels on.
How tall, how big are your heels? 5 inches, 6 inches?
6 inches.
Jesus. I feel really short at this moment. Erika, you are a Wings of Strength ambassador, correct?
Yes, I am.
How did you get with Wings of Strength as an ambassador?
Well,
Speechless. That's what I do to people.
Literally speechless. I've always wanted to be a part of the Wings of Strength team. I've been a fan for years. I know all the girls. I always followed all the girls, and I loved what it was all about. And I loved the fact that it gave girls a platform to still compete in bodybuilding when there were no other options for them, and they didn't have to switch classes in order to stay relevant and keep competing. Mm-hmm. So I always loved the whole idea, and I always wanted to do women's bodybuilding, but I knew because of my height, I needed a lot more size, and it just takes time to put that on. So I've never tried women's bodybuilding up until now, in order to get closer to that look that I needed.
Erika, you're beautiful. I mean, I'm not just saying that to be funny or anything, or, you know, you're gorgeous, and you would make a phenomenal bodybuilder. I'm happy that you're with us in the bodybuilding. Congratulations on your Wing Strength brand ambassadorship, because that's very difficult to get. Not a lot of people can get that, and you have to have that special look, which you do have. Now, Dankova, that's not American.
Mm-mm.
Where are you from?
I'm from Slovakia, born and raised.
Where in Slovakia?
The city's called Humenne. It's from the eastern side.
Humenne?
Humenne.
Okay.
I was born and raised there, and then I moved to the States in 2008.
So in Slovakia, Humenne, is that a big town, small town?
For Slovakia, it's considered a bigger city because it has its own fire department and police department. But compared to America, it would be considered like a tiny, small city.
Mm-hmm. Were you bodybuilding before you came over to the States, or?
No, but I was always a big fan. My dad and my brother, they always liked buying the bodybuilding magazines, and we had the posters up around the house, but nobody actually ever lifted any weights or did anything fitness related.
How old were you when you were seeing these magazines your father, and your brother had? How old were you?
I remember being 7 years old when I watched Pumping Iron for the first time.
7 years old?
Yeah. Anytime Arnold was on TV, or Sylvester or Jean-Claude, like the whole family had to watch.
So when you saw Pumping Iron, as a 7-year-old, can you vividly remember what your thoughts were when you saw these guys with big muscles and oiled up working out?
I always loved the wow effect that people got from seeing it. And I always loved the look, because I think it's because I was so used to looking at it from all the posters, and my brother and my dad just being big fans of it. It kind of, I was brought up thinking, hey, muscles are awesome, muscles are cool, being strong is really awesome. We even had a long antenna to steal a channel from Poland.
Oh,
because
wow.
Only in Poland you could stream like strongman competitions and things like that. So we would watch that on the weekends.
Yeah, actually they had one of the strongest strongman winners, Marcus, I can't even think of his last name, Polanowski.
Yes.
Yeah, he was fierce for a few years. I think he won this World's Strongest Man, so I can see that happening. But
Yep.
So did you start working out, or what age did you get turned on to using the weights?
The first time I joined the gym, I was 12.
12 years old when you joined the
12.
gym.
And I remember I went with my mom because I had to, and she hated it, so she just walked on the treadmill, and I went straight for the hammer strength. And I remember I put on like the 5-pound plates. And the guys were just looking and pointing at me, and that just got me really mad. So I remember putting on like the 10 pounds.
I love it.
And just feeling like I was so strong at the time.
So when you started lifting weights at a young age, did you see changes in your physique, like starting getting toned and having more of a desire for the muscle mass?
Well, it started with trying to lose weight like every other girl. Yeah, I was going through puberty, and I was thinking I was fat, so I was thinking I need to lift some weights to get skinny. And then once I got skinny, I did not like how I looked. Then I went to my first bodybuilding show, and I saw bodybuilders, and I was like, okay, this looks way better, and that's a lot more than that a lot more towards my goal. So that's when I started training more for bodybuilding than fitness. I also did powerlifting in high school from the age of 14 to 18.
So that was your base for bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm. So when I was first very consistent, it was when I was 14 and started with powerlifting.
All right. Were you kicking people's asses?
No.
No, with
I have a
powerlifting?
great build for powerlifting because I have the longest limbs.
What was your best lifts at a young age? Nothing. 5 pounds? No. What? Give me something.
Well, my first practice, I couldn't even bench the bar. I couldn't squat the bar, and I couldn't press the bar. So I remember crying doing clean and jerks with the broomstick. The coach gave me a broomstick and he was like, "You're gonna do this and practice it until you can get it." And I was crying and I was doing it over and over. And by the end of the day, I did it with the bar. But when I started, I couldn't even lift the bar.
So who are your favorite bodybuilders? Because you actually have a lot of knowledge for bodybuilding. And you're only 25, 24?
25.
25. So who are your, because I heard you speak about some people, and I was very impressed that you even knew who those people were.
My all-time favorites. Well, Tom Platz is definitely going to be on top of that list. I love his philosophy and how he trains. I even got to meet him one time.
He's
and he
a very
was so
intelligent
sweet.
man.
Even like when I struggle on my sets, I like to do his type of training, lots of heavy volume.
Listen, honey, let me tell you something about his training. I trained with him many times, and it's brutal. He's known as Mr. Intensity for a reason. Like, he will not stop. He keeps on pushing you. You know, 5 more, 5 more, 5 more.
Yep.
You're probably doing 200 reps, and you're still going, and Tom's yelling in your ear. You're not going to let Tom Platz down, you know?
Exactly. So like when I'm failing on my own sets, I always hear Tom Platz in my head yelling, "You got 5 more."
Do you watch a lot of his inspirational
do.
videos?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's a very intelligent guy. He knows how to say things, and he's so positive too.
Mhm.
You know,
I love his attitude, and his wife is so cute.
Oh, her. Shy.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's sweet. She's very good people. She's a herbalist, I think, and some other things. Very
She's a pro
intelligent.
gamer.
She's what?
A pro gamer.
Pro gamer?
A pro gamer. There's
Really?
like one of yeah.
I didn't know that.
She's one of the best gamers in the world, I guess.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Why do I not know this? Okay, so here's
Fun
something.
facts.
Yeah. So speaking of fun facts, Erika here is the queen of random facts and all this kind of stuff, right?
I am.
So let's get off topic a little bit. Give me 5 facts, random facts. Tom Platz, I didn't know that about his wife and the gamer thing.
Yeah. See, now I can't think of it.
Ah,
It has
okay.
to come spontaneously.
All right, I'll let you go on that one.
Another bodybuilder that I really like would be Dorian.
Okay.
Dorian Yates.
Did you ever watch Blood and Guts?
Yes.
The best bodybuilding video next to Cost Redemption, Ronnie Coleman.
And Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah, he's great.
I mean, there's just no one's ever gonna compare to any of those guys.
So when you watch these training videos, is you immediately say, you know what, I'm going to the gym.
Hmm.
Yep.
I actually watch training videos immediately before going to the gym.
Does that motivate you, psych you up?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does for me too.
It does, yeah.
You know?
For some reason, sometimes even when I warm up, I'll just listen to it, and just like hearing the hype in the video will hype me up.
So you're in Slovakia, and you know you're getting into bodybuilding. So when did you do your first show? Because you did how many shows now? 3, 4?
I've done 3 shows.
3 shows.
So I waited to do my first show until 2017. So that was 7 years
In the
until
States?
training. Hmm.
Okay. Now is bodybuilding, female bodybuilding, is that accepted in Slovakia?
Not very much.
What is their view of female bodybuilders?
Slovakia is very old school, so they're very closed-minded when it comes to most things. I don't know. They're not very open to anything, any change. But the ideal beauty standard there would be like a bikini competitor.
Oh, right.
So they're looking for more that of a slender look. When I go there, I get a lot of man comments, but
Yeah, that's
I
because
take it as a compliment.
right. Well, that's because they're just jealous. That's all. You're gorgeous. Those people probably never lifted a weight in their life. They wish they can look as good as you, honey. So whatever.
I'm not mad about it.
So you did your first show
Mhm.
at how old?
21.
21. And that was where? Was that in Florida? Was that in?
It was in Orlando.
It was in Orlando, my hometown. All
Yeah.
right. What show was this? Was this the
It was the Southeastern.
Southeastern, which is a very prestigious show? Wow.
Yep.
That's Chris Eady's show. Yeah. Very cool. And did the crowd go wild? Because I've seen some of your pictures from your bodybuilding. You have such a pretty physique.
I got a lot of feedback on my hair.
Was it blow?
It was in the braids.
Oh, the
The
braids.
two little braids.
Yes. Hence, where the Slovakian warrior princess came from, right?
That came from my high school powerlifting coach.
And why did he give you that name?
I have no idea. Every time I would come into the weight room, he'd shout and say, "It's the Slovakian warrior princess who eats steel for breakfast." And he would say that whole
Eat
thing.
Steel for breakfast.
He'd say that whole sentence every single time I'd walk into the room.
All right, so now every single time I see you, I'm going to say, it's the Slovakian warrior princess. She eats steel for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll throw in that. So what are your goals with bodybuilding? What would you like to see happen for you in the sport?
For me, well, my next step would be to earn my pro card, which I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying for in July, in Chicago at the Miss International. And then I probably would like to take a little bit of time off, maybe like a year, just to put on a little bit more size. But it's about longevity, so nothing crazy. I want to be around for a long time.
Now, if you do the Chicago show, the Miss International, and if you win, which you will, get your pro card, everything, you know you're eligible the next day to compete in the Chicago Pro Show. Would you consider it?
I've been thinking about it.
I think you should. Not that I'm, trying to pressure you or anything, but I think it'd be a smart idea for you to do that. You're right there, If you diet hard, come in your absolute best, which you will, do the pro show, blow them out of the water. Because I say this to you out of respect to my other Iron Sisters. You have such a beautiful look, and then you need to be seen. You need to be out there. Get the experience. The more the better. So I think it'd be a wise decision if you did that. Now, I know you're into fashion and stuff. Do you create your own suits? You make your own suits, or no?
I'm working on some test suits right now, and once I perfect it, I'm actually thinking about making my own suit for my next show. But yeah, I make most of my own clothes.
How did you get involved in that? Because I am wearing your pants that you gave me, your snow leopard. These are the most comfortable leggings I've ever worn, plus the scrunch butt on them. You want to talk about right up the keister? They're perfect. That's what you want. As a girl, we want our booty to be like, hello. And yours, out of everything I've ever tried, leggings are the best I've ever had.
Thank you.
I'm serious. And I think you're going to do very well. What's the name of your company?
The name of the company is Tegrity Wear.
Tegrity Wear. And you make all this yourself?
Yes. I select the fabric, I make my own pattern, I do the cutting and the sewing, and I do the printing.
So I had to laugh because you were telling me the other day that you don't like buying clothes, you just want to make your own. because you're more, you know what you like and you know how you want it. And plus it's probably hard for you to, it's hard for you to find clothes, isn't it?
Oh yeah, nothing fits right.
Nothing
You,
fits
you know how it is when you have quads. When it fits your quads, it doesn't fit your waist. And then with my height as well, pants are never long enough for me.
Well, you make your tops too and stuff, right? As well, yeah. What's up with the blue? Is that your favorite color?
It's my favorite color.
Everything I see with you always has blue. Why blue?
I don't know. I've always liked it. Maybe I always think back. I think it's probably
It's like
because
Superman blue.
I think it's because we had a blue car growing up, and that was like my dad's favorite color, and me and my dad are besties. I think that's probably why. But blue's a good color.
So speaking of besties, you and your father have matching tattoos. Tell me the story. How did this happen?
Yeah, so this lion tattoo here, me and my dad wanted a new tattoo, and since we both have them, I was like, you know what, we should get matching tattoos because we're basically twins. We look exactly the same. My dad even wears all the bodybuilding clothes. He's so supportive. He's got the whole gasp line, everything.
Wow, I love it.
And so I was like, let's get matching tattoos. And I like this, what lions symbolize, and my dad's also a Leo. So we went with this design, and we got the same exact stencil, so we got matching half
Is a
sleeves.
lion your spirit animal?
I'd say it is.
Okay. That's a badass tattoo, by the way.
Thank you.
Seriously. How long the work? How many hours? Did it take? A few hours?
This only took 3 hours.
3 hours.
I got it done in Slovakia.
Wow, that's very good work. Now, I want to focus on this other tattoo, which is very special. And you talked about pumping iron earlier.
I did.
So one of your body, which you didn't mention, which should have been number one that you should have mentioned, but you didn't. Oops.
Well,
sorry, Nico.
He was later down the list, but we went straight off topic.
Well, I was asking you about favorite bodybuilders, and the number one should have been that person. Okay, we're talking about pumping irons to kind of get an idea. Arnold Schwarzenegger. So tell us about the tattoo on your forearm there.
So this tattoo here is one of Arnold's most favorite quotes, or most famous quotes, I should say. It says, "The worst thing I could be
you don't know
is
by
the
heart?
same as everybody
Wait
else."
a minute. You don't
Apparently
know by
not.
heart?
Apparently I don't remember my own tattoo.
Wait a minute. You got a tattoo of Arnold, and it's been on your arm for how many years?
Oh, not that long. Like
I'm going to see. I'm giving her slack now. Yeah, a year and a half. You see it every day. You don't know what it says?
No, apparently not.
Okay, can you try to see what it, can you figure it out? Because I want to know what it, I don't mean to give you a hard time, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll tell you without looking this time. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. Tell me.
It says, "The worst thing I could be is the same as everybody else."
There you go. Love it. See, there wasn't, you're just looking around like,
I'm like, wait.
Anyway.
Like, that's why you have note cards. You know, you remember it, but then you forget for some reason.
See, that's why I got.
Yeah,
so
you have a note card. This was my note card.
That's right.
I was just trying to read it.
But see, to me, that's inspiring. You're so passionate about bodybuilding. So other people you mentioned that I was impressed with was Milos. I am a big fan of Milos. And you're right, he's one of the best trainers around. He would make people vomit and stuff. You know, I don't know if you ever watched the videos.
Oh yeah.
He's insane. But look at his physique that he had. The guy was incredible. Yeah, he still looks
amazing.
Good. You know who else looks good? It's Dennis James. Jesus.
Yeah, both of them.
Sean Ray looks good. Some other guys, well, they went down the hill, you know.
Yeah, but they still look great. Yeah, I actually finally got the privilege to meet Milos. We had a poster of him up in my house for 12 years. Up until my dad remodeled, we had it up there. So he was like the one bodybuilder I basically looked at every single day growing up. So when I finally got to meet, I actually saw him for the first time. I was too nervous to say hi. When I saw him again, I was too nervous to say hi. Then I saw him again, and he was training, so I didn't want to bother him. But then I finally got to meet him at the Olympia, and he was really, really nice. And I have a really good impression, because, you know, sometimes they say don't meet your heroes. But
yeah,
with him, it was good.
I have ran into that a few times where I've met someone I really look up to. Actually, a female bodybuilder, I won't mention her name, and it was just sad because she just snubbed me. Yeah, but I get it. Yeah. Am I saying his name wrong? Is it Milos?
Milos.
I've been saying it wrong all this time. It's probably going to kill me now that I'm doing that. But Milos, to me, Milos, he was always inspiring. I wanted to be like him, not look like him, but the physique, that ripped and conditioning. He's very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite ones that he had was, I think he was on the beach, and he was just so shredded. But I was a huge fan, so I respect you for knowing that, because not a lot of people your age would even know. Like, I've asked somebody the other day who's around your age, I said, who's Dorian Yates? Who?
Oh my gosh.
This is a pro bodybuilder. Doesn't even know. Male bodybuilder.
How
Doesn't
are
even know
you a
what Dorian
bodybuilder
Yates
and not
is?
know Dorian Yates?
Oh,
That's
some
like
people-
not knowing Ronnie Coleman.
And Kevin Lerone, that was like, he's awesome.
They didn't know Kevin.
No, I mean, I'm
Yeah, he
you
was
know,
amazing.
yeah,
Like he's just a genetic freak.
he is.
Like, how did he do what he did? I still
Right.
don't know.
A few weeks, he'll be looking like,
Like, he doesn't even work out.
Like, he doesn't work out, and then when he shows up on stage, it's
6
like
months later.
mind blown, right?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So, Erika, what do you think of the sport of bodybuilding with the, with Jake bringing back the Miss Olympia and the ambassadorship? What do you think of that? Do you think that's a very good thing for us? Do you think we're going to be bringing in a bunch of female bodybuilders and people like you? I mean, what can we do to bring more people like you into the sport?
I think we're doing exactly what we should be doing. I feel like people are noticing female bodybuilding a lot more now. We're marketing it a lot more. I feel like there's a lot more excitement with it now as well.
There is, yes.
A lot of more people are finally more open to it.
What did you think of your first Olympia experience in Orlando, not in Vegas?
It was great. The energy was amazing. I think it was as great as it could have possibly been for the circumstances we were under. The venue was huge. The screens were great. Everyone had a great view.
Oh, the sound was insane, right?
Oh, the sound was crazy.
Was your chest still beating after?
It was.
Yeah.
It was great. I don't have anything bad to say.
And they only had 4.5 weeks to put that together.
Yeah.
Wasn't that crazy?
It was crazy. Everything worked out. The competitors were strong. It was a historical event. I'll definitely remember it
Did
forever.
you get emotional when you saw the return of the Miss Olympia, when these girls on stage who were creating history? What did you feel when they were doing the routines and going through the posing?
I actually cried a little bit, not going to lie.
There's no
There was
crying in
some
bodybuilding.
involuntary tears coming out.
Aww.
But it was beautiful. Everyone was just so happy to be there, and everyone was so happy that it was back. So there was so much positive energy, and I feel like there was so much support in women bodybuilding.
What would you say to someone who wants to be a bodybuilder but they're afraid? Sometimes we have these they're too big, you're this, you're that, but I really want to try it. What would you say to someone who wants to get into bodybuilding but they're kind of shy?
Into the category of bodybuilding?
Yeah, just they want to compete and get into it.
I mean, a lot of the big misconception I face is the size. A lot of people think they have to be huge to be in bodybuilding. That's why they even question me why I'm in bodybuilding. But that's what
Why are they questioning you?
because I'm smaller than most of the other.
Well, you just tell them don't mind your business.
Yeah, but I feel like that's one of the things. I think people are probably thinking they have to be bigger than they are, because when I even suggest some girls like, hey, I feel like you should be in bodybuilding, they're like, no, I'm too small for it, and I'm like, well, how do you know? You never tried it. So I
Well-
do try to encourage them to maybe cross over and see what the judges say. If they really want to do it, but they're just afraid of their size.
Well, let me tell you this. If I was a person involved or wanting to get into bodybuilding, and I saw you at a Wings to Strength booth or on stage, I would say to myself, oh my God, she's so beautiful. I want to look like that. Because for me, I would like to see more muscle, but you are it. And I think it would be great if we had an option. Be cool to see you like in Muscle Fitness or in Flex. Because you have such a beautiful look, and how you're put together.
Thank you.
And it's people like you who are going to make the sport of bodybuilding great, and I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
And I just want to tell you that. And I admire your passion, because that is the number one thing that sometimes people lack in our sport is passion. You have that passion. You have that fire. I've never seen a young person such as yourself so dedicated to the sport. Because, look, you haven't competed when? When was the last time you competed?
2019.
2019. But you're almost at every show. Like, you always made a point to go to Tampa. You went to the New York Pro last year, right? You're everywhere, you know, because you love the sport. You want to be a part of it. Feeling that. What do you feel when you walk into a show and you see everybody, all these bodybuilders? What goes through your mind? Do you feel a rush?
Yeah, it's a lot of excitement, a lot of positive energy. It's just a good feeling, just to be surrounded by people that are like-minded and, you know, on a similar path as you are. And I feel like you find a lot of those people in bodybuilding, because bodybuilding is so hard and it does take so much dedication. So.
And Erika, is the secret to looking like you butter?
Yes.
What is up with butter? I've never seen someone obsessed with butter. What's the deal with butter? You know what? Here's a little secret for you. A little fun fact.
Ooh.
I got a fun fact. Tom Platz loves butter. Real butter.
See?
And he says that is the key to bodybuilding and building muscles. Real butter.
There we go. I eat butter in off season every day with my eggs.
Really?
I do.
I should have brought you a stick of butter.
I could eat a whole stick of butter.
I think I have to let Nico know for our next skit. We're gonna do a butter eating challenge. It's noted.
When
here.
I'm in off season, no.
So you do.
My coach would not like me eating a stick of butter.
So you have a coach. Who's your coach?
My coach is Joey Belt.
Oh, Joey.
Yes.
Hey, you're in good hands.
Shout out to Joey.
Joey, that crazy mother. Oh, he's good people. I love Joey, man. You're in good hands with that guy.
Very happy.
Talk about passion. Talk about a big heart.
Exactly.
Joey reminds me of a lion, you know? Yeah, you're in good hands. His wife is looking amazing, too.
Oh, yeah.
Christina.
And she's doing Chicago.
So, is Joey strict on you?
Yes.
Does he yell at you?
Yes.
Does he make you cry?
Yes.
He looks like a mean guy. Like, if you don't follow the plan, like, he will tell you straight up.
Because that's what I like in a coach. You don't want a coach that is nice to you.
No.
And makes you look bad.
I don't want somebody that's just going to tell me everything I want to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
At all.
No.
Joe Weider's Olympia here in Orlando, Florida. A little bit strange coming out of Las Vegas for all of those years.
Good evening, and welcome to the event that nearly never happened.
There's been an absence of a particular group of people on this stage that are back tonight. Tonight I'm here to say, welcome back to Miss Olympia.
So, do you do cosplay or what? Because you look like an anime, like, cartoon.
I don't, but I get that question a lot. Every year there's Comic-Con in Tampa. Is the same weekend as the Tampa Pro. Right. And every year people take pictures with me for no reason because they think I'm dressed up as a character.
No, this is how I look.
Yeah, they're like, what are you dressed as? I'm like, me? But they're like, well, can I get a picture anyway? I'm like, sure.
So, Erika, I have a request. I already know the answer to it, but I have a request anyway. I want you to make some videos of you, like bench pressing couches or doing like a leg press of a couch. Home workouts. I want you to do that for me. Right? Can you do that?
I mean, it's not difficult to do.
No, you know why I'm saying it, right? You hate that crap.
It's so dumb.
Why? Why do you think it's dumb? Tell me.
Oh.
What's so dumb about it?
What part is not dumb about it?
Come on, isn't it cool for the likes and comments?
No. Also, that's one fun fact about me. I don't do any weird Instagram workout. If it's like an Instagram workout, I'm not gonna do it.
Like a TikTok challenge?
Yeah, nothing. I stick with what Arnold did and what Tom did.
Oh, okay.
If they did it, I'll do it. If they didn't do it, then I don't need to be doing it. We don't need to reinvent the wheel.
So you rather train old school bodybuilding?
Absolutely.
You're not really into doing all these bands and... Can I share something with you? I agree with you.
Thank you.
So again, this is why I'm so impressed with you. You're so young, and yet you like to train like a hardcore bodybuilder. You're not into all these bands. And see, that's the thing now. The bands and all these fancy, simple exercise things. I don't want that. I want the old school barbells and dumbbells.
Yeah. Why reinvent? It worked. It worked for all of them.
Well, some people didn't work for it didn't work for them, but oh well, that's their loss.
I think it was them not working.
Favorite body part?
Well, it would be legs.
Legs?
Not to train.
Something wrong with you? No, favorite body part as far as, let me be more specific.
There we go.
To train.
Okay, not legs.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna say currently probably arms or shoulders.
You have very good arms.
Thank you. I've been focusing a lot on trying to grow my
Let me
upper
tell
body
you,
to get a
you
little
have
wider.
the potential to get really big arms if you really wanted to.
That's what I've been
You
trying.
have a long bicep head, and that's,
Mhm.
yeah. Look at that. Can we get a bicep flex? Is that even possible? Please, por favor. Oi, look at that.
Here we go.
Boom.
Boom.
That looks
There-
sweet.
there
All
you
right,
go.
stop making me look bad. Come on. Respect your elders.
All right.
I'm joking. How about a double bicep? What's good double bicep with that?
And knock the microphone
Please. That's okay. Look at that. Booyah, bitches. Very beautiful. I'm excited for
thank
you. You're going to rock that freaking stage, young
I'm
lady.
so excited.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. Now I'm trying to narrow it down to my posing routine song. I'm still trying to
What
pick-
is your
pick-
posing routine?
Still trying to pick. I'm not sure what it's going to be.
Do you have any songs in mind?
Yes.
Tell me.
I am tinkering with the idea of doing the stroke.
The Stroke?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Okay, when I think of stroke, being
You know
who
the
I am,
song? What is Billy?
Billy Strokes? What?
Yeah.
That's Billy Stroking? What?
You know the song?
Do I?
Billy Squire, is it?
Billy Squire.
You know the song.
How do you know that I know the song? I don't.
Because it's a rock song.
It's a
and you're
rock
the rock
song.
star.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. yeah, I know the song. Yeah, that's a
I'll
great
play
song.
it to you later. It's like an old rock song. But
Okay. The Stroke.
hmm
Okay, my mind is just
Eminem remixed it too into
Oh.
Berserk.
berserk. All right.
You might know it. I don't know. You still might not know it.
Oh, you're killing me. There was something that really interested me that I was very impressed with that you talked about in an interview. The American Dream.
Mm.
What does the American Dream mean to you?
To me,
Let it out. Because you said it so beautifully, and I'm like, wow.
I believe that you can achieve anything you want if you just work hard for it. And I feel like America is the place with all the opportunity to do it.
What has America done for you? Coming from Slovakia to here, what has it given you?
It's just so many more opportunities. In Slovakia, there's just not a lot of opportunities for anything. Most people don't even know where my country is, or that we exist. So there's just not that many options there, and being here gives you a lot bigger of a platform. Obviously, does give you a lot more competition as well because the country is so much bigger, and everyone from all over the world is here. But I feel like if you work hard enough, there's no limit to what you can do, and I feel like I'm kind of proving that to some people by doing what I'm doing.
Now, you have a goal in mind with becoming a pro. There's a title that you would have. And what is that? What is that you're mentioning?
When I earn my pro card, I will be the only female pro bodybuilder from my country.
There you have it, folks. And that's going to happen. That's a big title to have.
Mm-hmm.
That is very awesome. And I can't wait to... The Slovakian warrior princess that eats steel for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
And will be the first Slovakian female bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
One of my goals is to kind of put Slovakia on the map, kind of like Arnold did with Austria. Most people probably wouldn't even know what Austria is or where it is if it wasn't for him.
Right.
So I feel like maybe I'll do that for Slovakia. People might be more educated about it because it's a beautiful country.
What is your favorite thing that you love so much about bodybuilding? What is it? Is it the mental aspect? Is it just the physical? you know, pumped that you get in the gym?
All of the above.
All of the above.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the mental strength helps you through all areas of life. So that would probably be the number one thing. But I enjoy all parts of it. Obviously, training, you have to enjoy training. Otherwise, why are you doing it?
Who are your favorite female bodybuilders? None. It took a long.
I mean, I don't have a specific one. Because all of the girls have such different looks.
Right.
I like our current Miss Olympia,
Andrea Shaw.
Hele's great.
The Beast Queen.
I can't wait to see how Christina's looking on stage this year.
Any old school bodybuilders?
Honestly, I've always been a bigger fan of the male bodybuilders.
Yeah, me too.
As crazy as that might sound.
That's very crazy.
It's really weird, but...
Well, is there anything you want to say to your friends and fans or sponsors? Now, were you sponsored by Nebbia? Because I've been seeing you in like Nebbia clothes earlier.
So I was actually working with Nebbia USA for about 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Nebbia is originally from Slovakia,
Right.
so that's how that happened. But the U.S. branch is no longer doing it, so I'm not working with them anymore.
Oh, okay, right. I was wondering because I read that they were Slovakians. That's what I was curious about that. All right. So, is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, or your sponsors? Any tips? Any motivation for us?
I would
It's not
say,
a trick question.
at the risk of sounding like Kai Green,
You can say whatever you want to say.
whatever your goals may be, I feel like no matter what your goals may be and how crazy they might sound to people, you should just go for it. Because people thought I was crazy moving to Vegas, and I did it. And I feel like it was the best decision I made. And now I decided to start my own company, and some people think it's crazy, but I'm very excited and I'm very confident that it's going to work. And, just take chances and go for it. Like, timing's never perfect, so you got to make it happen.
You have a great confidence. You're also very independent. You're a phenomenal bodybuilder. You're a phenomenal person inside and out. You're beautiful. Your makeup is spot on. Good God, don't let me do my own makeup. I look like Bozo the Clown, but yeah, you're beautiful, girl. And I'm really excited for you and what the year, with your pro card, because she is going to get a pro card. I'm excited for what this is going to be for you. The bodybuilding is happy to have you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being on my show.
Thank you for having me.
The
It was a pleasure.
Slovakian warrior. The Slovakian warrior princess who eats steel for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, who will be the first Slovakian professional female bodybuilder. Thank you for being on my show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Till next time. Fit Rockstar.